Erev Shabbos, everybody. Parshas Emor, it begins, and Hashem says to Moshe, Emor lekahanim b'nei Aharon v'yomata aleihim. Say to the Kahanim, the sons of Aharon, and say to them. All the commentaries ask, what is this repetition? Say to the Kahanim and say to them. What is it? What are the two things you're supposed to say? Rashi says, say to the Kahanim, the adults, and that they should say to their children all these laws that are unique to the Kahanim, such as they're not allowed to render themselves impure by going to a cemetery, coming into contact with the deceased. The Ramban asks, if that's the case, then why is this mitzvah of teaching our children placed over here in regard to the Kahanim? This is true of all of our mitzvahs. Why doesn't it say by the laws of kashrus? Speak to the children of Israel that they should tell their children this is kosher and this is not kosher. And we don't see that over there. We only see it here by the Kahanim. Manishtana the Kahanim. This is not a Kohen law training our children. The truth is that this is not the only place we find this. We find it by many mitzvahs in which it says, Daber el b'nei Yisrael, speak to the children of Israel, v'yomatu aleim, and say to them. Here too could ask the same question. What are the two things? Speak and say. What is it we're supposed to speak and what are we supposed to say? If it's talking about one particular mitzvah, like we say, Daber el b'nei Yisrael, v'yomatu aleim, v'sulam tzitzis. Speak to the children of Israel, say to them, they should make tzitzis. So what are the two things we're supposed to be saying? The Bnei Yissaschar says, when the pasuk states, Emor lekahanim b'nei Aharon, say to the Kahanim, the sons of Aaron, it's not just coming to identify who the Kahanim are, but that is what Moshe Rabbeinu is supposed to be saying. He is supposed to be saying to the Kahanim, you are the sons of Aaron. And then say to them the laws that pertain to the Kahanim, the sons of Aaron. What does that mean? That Moshe is telling the Kahanim they're the sons of Aaron. Are they not aware of this? Of course they are. It means that they should recognize that this sanctity that they possess, these extra mitzvahs that are incumbent upon them, it's all a result of their father, of Aaron. It's not because of themselves. Whatever uniqueness, whatever kedusha a Kohen possesses is only because he is a descendant of Aaron HaKohen. And in addition, the Bnei Yissaschar adds, what is it that made Aaron so special that he should become the prototype, the Kohen? As the Ramban refers to him as the Kadosh Hashem, the Holy One of Hashem. It states that Aaron was the Oyev Shalom and Reidev Shalom. Aaron loved peace. He pursued peace. He lived to see Shalom. If he saw any bickering, whether it be with business partners or whether it be shalom bias issues, Aaron would always make himself available to bring shalom. This is the essence of what a Kohen is, bringing shalom between Klal Yisrael and Hashem with the sacred service. And this is what Hashem is telling Moshe. Speak to the Kahanim, tell them they are the sons of Aaron, and their mission as Kahanim requires that they make every effort to reflect the essence of Aaron. Oyev Shalom, Reidev Shalom. That's what you should say to them. And this is true by all of Klal Yisrael. Klal Yisrael, when it says, Daber el b'nei Yisrael v'yomatu aleim, speak to the children of Israel and say to them, it means speak to the children of Israel and let them know they are the children of Israel. Just as the Kahanim have a unique, special mission, which renders them as being separate, with separate mitzvahs and responsibilities. Tell the children of Israel that they are indeed the children of Israel. They are the ones that God chose, that he would demonstrate that he is the creator and master of all that exists. That the miracles that took place in Egypt and the Exodus and the splitting of the sea, this was done through Klal Yisrael's experience, that we are the ones chosen by Hashem. We are the ones that he brought to Sinai. We are the ones who said Nasa and Nishma. We are the ones that he has given his Torah as the greatest gift. the Torah that preceded creation by 2,000 years. We are the ones that Hashem has said you are chosen for a unique mission, a mission that requires these mitzvahs. When Klal Yisrael hears this, that we're the ones Asher b'chabonim mikol ha'amim, we're chosen from amongst all the nations. We are the Goy Kodesh, the holy nation, Mamleches Kahanim. We are a nation of priests and royalty. Now we can tell them the mitzvahs. This is the meaning of the two things, speak and say. Let them know who they are. And now you can teach them the mitzvahs. I heard B'Shem Rabbi Solomon, Mashkiach of Lakewood Shlita, that he said this is the intention of Rashi. When Rashi says, tell the adults, and the adults should tell the children. Ramban says, teaching the children, that's not a Kohen law, that applies to all of our mitzvahs. This is Rashi's intention. Just as a Kohen tells his child, we're not to go to a cemetery, we're not to engage in these things. Why? Because we're Kahanim. But the rest of Klal Yisrael can do this. We're Kahanim. We're unique. We're the descendants of Aaron. We've been chosen for a special mission. When children hear that, it makes a world of difference. We can tell a child, we're Jews, we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't eat this, we don't eat that, we don't say this, we don't go here, we don't go there. But a child, when he hears, well, what does that mean to be a Jew? I'm a Jew, why am I different? Nobody wants to be different. We should say to our children, we're Jews. We've been chosen by Hashem. We're the ones that God performed all the miracles and the plagues in Egypt. We're the ones for whom God split the sea. We're the ones for whom the man fell from the heavens. We're the ones who were enveloped with a cloud of glory. We're the ones that had a well of Miriam follow us in the desert. We're the ones who are constantly under God's supervision. We've been chosen for a special mission. We are royalty. We are the Mamleches Kahanim. We are royalty. When a child hears this, he hears now, I'm beginning to understand why we have so many different mitzvahs and responsibilities. Now it's coming. Now when we train our children, it'll have a whole new and different and positive effect. We're royalty. Royalty dress differently, walk differently, speak differently, different responsibilities. We have a different mission. That's what the Torah is telling us. Just as a Kohen, we understand, he says to his child, although everybody else, it's a mitzvah for them to be on the Chevra Kadisha, we're not allowed. Why not? We're a Kohen. This is what it means. That's how we should train our children. That's how we should train ourselves. I'm a Jew. I'm royalty. I'm unique. I received God's Torah. I have a special bond and relationship. I have the portals of the world to come that are open for me for all eternity. We will embrace Hashem's Torah. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay Jewish. Have a good Shabbos.